Hello everyone, I am back with episode 2 in the Stardew series that I'm currently doing. I forgot to say it in the last episode, but my name is Colleen. It is nice to meet you if this is the first time you're coming to my channel. But I just wanted to quickly say thank you so much for the love on the first video. I appreciate it so much. Just thank you so much for being here, and I hope you enjoy this episode too. To start day 10, as you could probably see, I found out that I have good luck, and it's raining, so I don't need to water my crops, just had to harvest everything and decide how many parsnips I was going to sell, and then I decided it's probably a good idea for me to head to the mines. On my way, I got very lucky and I found 2 leeks, and then I looked for some other forageables just so I could get the energy from them, but then I headed down into the mines and had no choice but to start at level 1 because if you watched the last episode, you know that I didn't have very good luck in the mines the last time. This time around though, I found a small magnet ring, so that's already a huge win. Although that wasn't, don't look at the aim. The aim is still really bad. But we're already making a bit better progress because we have a ladder on the 4th level, which I could not find the last time, and I found a diamond. Sadly, I'll have to donate it to Gunther first, but still, very exciting. But I'm just going to fast forward a little bit here because I was in the mines for the whole day pretty much, but we are on level 8 and I'm trying to get that special guy right there with the star on his head. Because chances are he's got something good for me. It's just going to take a really long time to kill him. And I got some sneakers, which I apparently can't reach. No, of course I end up getting the sneakers, but I did have a moment of panic where I thought that I was gonna have to leave them, and I was really sad about it. But what I forgot is that this was a entire monster floor and I could not stay. So I came back to my farm, made some copper bars, chopped some wood, and just kept doing it over and over. Once I got bored of that though, I decided to fish a little bit, test out these forest farm ponds, and I actually caught a wood skip. So I crossed that off my list and I went to bed. And would you look at that, level 2 farming and level 2 mining, just incredible. And not too bad for the gold either. So we're moving into day 11, hoping for some more good luck because I really need some more copper and I want to make some more progress in the mines if possible, but if it's bad luck then I will figure out something else. And it's neutral apparently, so I will probably find something else to do. It's definitely not the worst, but we'll go find Robin's axe I guess, and you know, all of the regular stuff. So I will spend about 3 hours watering all of my crops, as you could see there. And on my way to go grab Robin's axe, I ended up getting the sewer cutscene with the kids, and obviously I am not going to include that whole thing, but I did find out in the comments of the last video that I can actually skip these, and you have to just use a different button, so at least I know that for when I film summer. But as you could see, I found a copper bar in the trash in front of Jody's, so I made room for that, left the clay behind, and then I went to the museum to make my donations. I only got one reward this time around, and it's the melon seed, so I can't quite use it yet, but it definitely will come in handy. And then of course, because I was close to Clint's, I decided to crack open these geodes and I was only met with clay and something I had already found before. So I sold that and then I headed over to Robin's so I could give her her axe because honestly, I just really wanted the reward. But I did feel bad just walking out after, so I pretended to shop for a minute and then I ran to the lake so that I could fish. In particular, I was looking for a carp, and would you look at that? So just headed straight to the community center and donated that so I could cross it off my list. And yes, I do have a physical fish list because I really don't want to mess it up because of a fish. But to finish up the night, I didn't have a ton of energy, so I just decided to scythe a bunch of the weeds and then plant the mixed seeds that I found, and then I went to bed. So I definitely didn't make as much gold on day 11, but I guess that's bound to happen every once in a while. Though I didn't level up anything either, so hopefully today can be a little bit more productive. We'll just have to see how our luck is. And it is neutral. So we get a cat. What should I name it? You know, normally I always do the randomized names because they are so funny sometimes, but nothing was working out, so I decided to name it Pawsy. And I don't really know why. Like, obviously cats have paws. Like, don't be so pawsy, you know, like get your paws off me, that sort of vibe. I think that's what I was going for. And honestly, at this point, it doesn't even matter what I was going for because I can't change the name. So here we are. Just heading over to the traveling cart lady. This is actually the reason why I was saving my gold the other day, because I was trying to be responsible just in case I needed to buy anything, and I decided a crocus and a nautilus shell sounded like a great idea. Then I immediately ran over to the community center and decided to donate everything that I could in my pockets. Obviously, I don't have that much pocket space right now, but I was able to empty a few things out of my chest. And then I bought more cauliflower seeds because you know what I do here. If you watch the first episode, you just know. After that though, I ran down to the beach just to do a little bit of fishing, and this time around, I got so lucky. An ancient seed. On the 12th day of spring. Are you kidding me? Now, of course, by the time I actually found it, I wasn't able to donate it to the museum, so I'm going to have to do that first before I can actually plant it. But once I have it, you know I'm going to be planting the ancient seeds because that is just some great gold. But back to the game here, I went to bed and I got level 4 fishing and level 3 foraging. So I'm able to make tappers now, which I'm definitely going to need, and 493 gold. So still not as great as the first day of this episode, but it's bound to happen. What can you do? So we have another sunny day and good humor. So a little bit of good luck goes a long way. Hopefully we can get to the mines and just make it a little bit deeper in this episode because it's been a bit slow so far. Now that's important. That's a good thing to remember. And I definitely forgot. In the back of my head, I had been wanting to save gold for the strawberry seeds. But on the day yesterday, I for sure thought it was for the traveling cart. So it's fine. Everything's fine. I still got 6 plants, so it's not the end of the world. It is about to be the end of the world for these kids though, because I'm about to ruin their day. Now, obviously, I have my fair share of saves in Stardew, so I know where most of the eggs are, except apparently I didn't know that that was there. But I have it all figured out. I have a route that I usually take, and it gets me 9 eggs usually, and that's good enough for the win. Of course, we have to wait for Lewis just to confirm that I am the best egg hunter, and to hand over that straw hat, sir. Thank you very much. Then I just headed back to my farm, planted and watered my strawberries, sold the parsnips that I had left in my pocket, and then I called it a night. I bet you thought I was going to say went to bed. But hey, level 3 farming, we can make the bee houses, we can make the ultra speed grow, I think is what it's called. Exciting times. So we are going into day 14 now. This one's kind of going by fast. We'll see what our fortune is. And they are mildly perturbed, which so am I honestly, because yesterday was good humor and I literally couldn't mine. So that's completely fine. But just starting out this sunny day by harvesting our cauliflower for the first time, so that's going to get us a lot of gold. As you can see, Pawsy is helping me with my crops, so that is super cute. And then we made all this gold from our cauliflower. which I was just being really careful to not sell one because I need to donate just one. And look at that, bundle complete. And we get some speed grow, which is actually why I had made that tapper, because I wanted to make some for the strawberries, but I forgot that I got it as a reward, so that is just incredible. But even more incredible, we finally got our ancient seed, and then I decided since I was over here I should just go to the beach, do a little bit of foraging, and then I decided on the way to the traveling cart I should pick up my clay from yesterday, and I found a Joja Cola at the very same time. And this time around, nothing that I'm really looking to buy. I could have bought the peach, but I'm going to go with the fruit cave, so I don't think I'm going to have to really worry about that. But like I mentioned, just using the speed grow on my strawberries, putting away a couple tools, and then making my way towards the mines because the spirits might be mildly perturbed, but I am very determined to make it to level 10. As you can see, things didn't start out any better than they have in the past. I still can't aim for any of these rocks. I don't even know if it would be better on PC for me. It might actually make it worse. But considering that the spirits were mildly perturbed, I got down to the 8th floor pretty quickly. The only issue with that though is I didn't exactly have any energy left or anything that I could eat, so just another day of me struggling. But once I got back to my farm, I decided to make more copper bars just to feel something. But then I decided to make another tapper because I'm going to need a lot of oak resin. Here's hoping that's an oak tree. Showed Pawsy my cool sword and went to bed. So we are leaving day 14 with not a lot to show for it, just 190 gold. That's just a little bit sad. But we will move forward, we will persevere, it'll be just fine. Neutral. Okay, that's better than awful. So that's a good start. Just starting out my day as I always do, harvesting what I can and then selling most of it in my shipping bin and then watering the rest of my crops, which takes forever. But then on my way to say hello to Pawsy, I realized I didn't have my watering can, so I went to go grab that so I can give a little bit of water, and then I went to do some foraging. And I have to say, we got pretty lucky on this day. Look at all of these spring onions that we've got here, and then of course we have all of the salmon berries that I'm gonna grab. Still trying to figure out how to walk, so everything is a work in progress. But selling everything to Pierre and then buying the backpack upgrade because it is about time. Need more space for all of these cauliflower seeds. All 10 of them. But once I secured the seeds, I decided I should pick up this trash and then dig through some more, and I found a super meal, which honestly is pretty super. Because we have lots to do, so we'll plant the cauliflower seeds that we just bought and then water them, of course, along with 2 other plants that I apparently forgot to water. And then I finally planted the ancient fruit seed and very quickly moved a scarecrow right beside it because I do not want a crow messing with my ancient seeds. And if it does, I probably won't do anything about it because I won't be able to, but at least I tried. But as you can see, I have stumbled my way into the mines and I have made it to level 9, which I skipped all of the other ones because you've already seen all of the other levels and it's just so repetitive. But of course, level 9 was this huge monster level, so I had to try to kill them. Apparently using your hoe doesn't work, so don't do that. But once we finally finished it, we got the ladder and we got to level 10 just in time because it is midnight and we need to run back to our farm. But of course, first I decided to switch my boots and almost threw out my sneakers, but luckily I didn't. And then I ran back to my farm, made another scarecrow, and then I went to bed. And somehow we are now level 1 combat. I feel like that took a really long time. Oh well, hey, at least we're level 1 combat. So just starting out day 16 by checking for some sort of crafting recipe. And I don't know which one. I wish I would have taken notes or something or written it down, but we will never know. But just starting out the day by harvesting my cauliflower, watering the crops, and then picking some salmon berries on the way to go water the cat. And yes, I know I said water the cat, and I meant it. Then I made my way to Pierre's because I wanted to sell the cauliflower that I harvested, and I got the cutscene with Morris. So obviously we're going to skip that, and I'm just going to get straight to the gold here. Pretty amazing. Very happy with that. And then this time around, I decided to get a bunch of parsnip seeds simply because they aren't as expensive as the cauliflower. But we'll plant all of those right now. Of course, I water them too, but I had to put down a copper bar so I can go to Clint's and upgrade this axe, which is why I'm just doing a bunch of panic chopping right now just to get it out of the way. And here we are. Quite the commitment. So now we are out of an axe for a couple days, but it'll absolutely be worth it. Now I'm just at the community center donating my quartz, earth crystal, and my 5 golden parsnips. Then I decided to scare some seagulls again, do some foraging on the beach, and then I headed over to the forest to find some more spring onions, because they're just great for energy, but also great for selling. Salmon berries, on the other hand, mostly good for energy. They do not sell for very much until you do that one quest thing with the bear. As you can see though, I am back on my farm just selling everything that I can in my pockets, and I am going to bed. Lucky me, finishing day 16 with level 4 farming, just incredible. I don't think in any of my other playthroughs I've leveled up so quickly, just it feels good. But we are going into day 17, so the second last day of this episode. I hope you've been enjoying. If you are, be sure you subscribe because I'll have a lot more of these videos coming to you, hopefully every Sunday. But there's nothing really new here for me to report, just harvesting, watering all of my crops, watering the cat, and then making sure that I say hello to the cat, and then wandering off, despite the spirits saying they're displeased, into the mines, as you can see here. And I didn't have any choice. I need this copper, and I'm just hoping for the best at this point. Like, maybe I'll get lucky somehow. I don't know. But we're already on level 13, so it's going okay. Found another ladder here, and another fancy slime. What will we get this time? And we got a small glow ring. Just the best luck. And the spirits are displeased? It doesn't quite add up for me. I even got lucky and there's a ladder here to help me run away from that bug. I don't know, the spirits seem to be on my side today. So I kept going and I made it to level 18. Things did not work out, but I'm still very proud of that progress, so at least we got something done. So now I'm just back on my farm, putting away all of the goodies that I found while I was gone, and my inventory does not look like it was a bad luck day. I do not believe it. But just finishing up the day here by planting this one rice shoot and then heading to bed. And going into the final day of this episode, we've got level 2 combat, so wow, what a feat. Good for me. 355 gold, not quite as great, but we can come back. The cauliflower money will pay off eventually. Day 18, starting off with a bang, we've got our copper axe that's ready for us. Spirits are somewhat mildly perturbed, so that's fine. Turns out it doesn't really matter. We can get a lot done anyways. Then I received 500 gold from my dad, so that will be very helpful, and I decided to sell everything that I harvested. Of course, I had to say hello to Pawsy, give a little bit of water, and then water my crops as well. Once all of my farm chores were done, I decided to sift through the garbage just to see what I could find. Obviously, you can see I found some cookies and I got that salmon berry. And then I disgusted Lewis once again. But then I made my way to the museum, donated a fossil, and then I went to go forage some more. Once I got back to my farm, I just planted 2 of the mixed seeds that I found and decided to sell these spring onions and these salmon berries that I found when I was foraging. And here, when I was at the community center, is when I realized I forgot to pick up my copper axe. So I won't be getting that today, but at least we know that it's ready. I guess that's a silver lining, right? Luckily, there was some good forage on my farm this night, so I'm not too upset about not having my axe, but I definitely had wanted to chop wood that whole time, so it's fine. I found some things to do, like planting some more rice shoots, watering all of these mixed seeds that I found, selling everything in my pockets that I can, and then making some more copper bars because I'm gonna have to keep doing that for the rest of this series probably. And that about does it. So if you've made it this far, thank you so much for checking out this video. If you enjoyed, be sure to subscribe or like the video. And as always, I hope everyone has a wonderful day.